Okay, so for franchise accounting, the so-called PFRS 15 is applicable. No? We have the five-step model, our acronym class, okay, is COPAR. No? COPAR. Okay? We have here identifying the contract, determining the obligation, computing the price, okay? Then allocating the said contract price or allocation and revenue recognition, okay? Recognition as to either, okay? Overtime, okay? Recognition or point in time recognition. Okay? So the five-step model. Ngayon, there can be a concept of granting right to license, okay, yung mga licensee natin or franchisee. Ayan po, no? Franchisee. At kung ang binigay class ay right to, ito po, i-memorize nyo po ito, no? Tandaan hanggang mag-board exam. Right to, okay? Asset, remember the acronym T-A-O. Yan, tao. Ano yung ibig sabihin yan? Para madali tandaan. Right to, letter T, to A, asset, and the recognition of revenue should be over time. Ibig sabihin, kung 5 years mong i-recognize ang revenue, divide it by 5. Every year meron. Okay? Pero kung yung right, mga kapatid, right granted to the licensee is merely right to, okay, use. Yan. Then it is point in time recognition. So ibig sabihin one time lang po, one time recognition. Ganyan po, no? Right to access, I should say access, access and right to use. Tao. Right to access, overtime, right to use, point in time. Okay, so aside from this, meron din tayong discussion sa PFRS 15, okay? Relative to the criteria, no? Criteria. So ayusin lang po natin, no? Criteria in determining whether the revenue is to be recognized at overtime or point in time. Okay? So may criteria po 'yan. At ang tatandaan nyo mga kapatid, first criteria is whether or not the customer simultaneously receive and consume the benefit provided by the entity. Example nito mga kapatid, example po, yung call and text. Ang entity na nagpro-provide niyan, yung mga telco, telecommunications company. So if the answer here is yes, then we recognize overtime the revenue. Ibig sabihin niyan mga kapatid, okay? Ibig sabihin niyan, for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, kung ang holding period ng call and text, say for example, ay 24 months, then divide it by 24 months. Every month, meron kang revenue recognition. But if the answer here is no, yan. Pag ang sagot ay no, the next criteria, mga kapatid, lagay ko lang dito class call and text. Yan. Yan yung example natin, call and text. The next criteria, okay, the entity creates an asset, okay, creates an asset or enhances the asset controlled by the customer. Yan po, no? If the answer again here is yes, mga kapatid, then the recognition is over time. Example po nito, okay? Kagaya po nung mga antivirus. Okay? 'Di ba? Antivirus o kaya naman yung mga POS system. Yan. Yung laptop ba ay nakakapag-enhance ng asset controlled by the customer? If the answer here is yes, then okay, pwede siyang i-recognize over time. So kung 5-year period yung antivirus mo, 3 years, divide it by 3. Divide it by the said period. Okay? And if the answer here is no, okay, pag no pa rin po ang sagot, then the last step criteria, okay, the performance obligation does not create an asset with alternative, okay, use to the entity. Okay? And the entity has enforceable right, okay, to collect payment, okay, or enforceable right to receive, okay, payment based on completion, okay, or based on the percentage completed to date. Yan. So kung ang sagot natin dito na naman class ay yes, then overtime recognition. Ang example ko dito, long-term construction contract, which we are going to discuss, mga kapatid, after prelim period. Ngayon, sir, paano kapag no ang sagot? Yan. Kapag no, tingnan mo yung criteria. Kapag no pa rin ito, next criteria, third criteria. Kapag no pa rin at hindi pa rin siya overtime, then we recognize at point in time. Yan po, no? Yan ang criteria na pag-recognize ng revenue, kaya hindi po siya sabay. Either po yan, overtime or point in time. Okay? So to illustrate further, let us proceed to problem solving. Okay. Problem A. On January 1, 2024, CS signed franchise agreement to grant a license to Jonel for a term of 2 years. Okay, 2 years. Commencing on the date of contract. The payment terms indicate on the contract call for a non-refundable 331,200 down payment and a 10% interest bearing. So kung interest bearing po yan, okay, it should be valued at face value. Tama ito. So 331,200 plus 228,800, hindi mo na kailangan pang i-present value factor kasi interest bearing. Non-interest bearing po ang pre-present value factor. Okay? So what if the agreement granted Jonel the right to use? So kung right to use ang binigay, okay, point in time, minsanan mo lang i-recognize. Okay? Sa year 2024 lang. Pero kapag ito po ay right to access over time, so ibig sabihin, meron kang i-recognize sa 2024, meron ka ding i-recognize na revenue sa 2025. Kasi pang 2 years yan. Yan. Okay? At kapag revenue class ng franchise na pinag-uusapan, you have initial franchise revenue, we have continuing franchise revenue, and ang pangatlong revenue, interest. So tatlo po ang component ng revenue sa franchise. Tatlo. Initial franchise, ito yon. Okay, 331 plus 220. Continuing, yan po yung royalty. Ilang percent ng sale. At huwag kakalimutang may interest. Kaya 331, 200 plus 220, that's 552,000. Kaya hindi ito yung sagot mo eh. Kasi meron ka pang pangatlong component na interest. And the interest again is based on the principal times interest rate times 12/12 kung yan po ay January. Pag June naman, 6/12. Okay? So, ang isasagot mo dito, letter B. Dito naman, letter B din, 298,080. Paano na-compute yan? So kung over time, 2024, 2025, i-divide mo ng 2 years yung initial franchise fee. And this is how to compute yung mga requirement na yan. So for problem letter A, ayan po, no? This is down payment. Okay? Down payment. Ito naman po yung face value because it is an interest-bearing note. Ayan, kaya naka-face. Tapos, yung interest natin, interest revenue, yan naman po yung 220,800 multiply this by the interest rate of 10%. Yan po, no? Kaya ang tamang sagot, mga kapatid, 574,080. That's the revenue in 2024. Yan. And for 2024 din, pero siya po ay right to access over time, hindi na letter A, letter B na. Paano naman kinompute? Ito naman siya. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung ating revenue, okay, divide it by 2. Yan. So, ito po, no? Yan. Yung down payment na divide by 2 years. Okay? Itong balance na divide, okay, by 2 years. Ayan po. Okay? At itong interest, ganun pa rin. 220,800 times 10%. So our answer is 298,080. Bakit divide by 2 years? Because over time recognition for the 2-year period. Ayan. Same with the balance. Over time din. Okay, so ganyan po mga kapatid. This is for, okay, item number 2, 298,080. Yan po, no? 331, 200 divided by 2, 220,800 divided by 2. So, over time. Next. On January 1, 2024, FC entered into franchise agreement with Patty for initial franchise fee of 750,000. So, ito ang initial franchise fee na pwedeng, okay, evidenced by a down payment at non-interest bearing note. Yan. So, kung non-interest bearing note, you have to value at present value. Okay? So, 250 plus 439,750, that is your initial franchise fee, excluding ang interest. Ganun po, no? So, 250 plus 439,750, that is 700 or 689,750. Okay? At yung ating contract price ngayon, di ba, determining the contract, yan po. Yung contract price niya, 689,750. Eh sir, ano yung difference ng 750,000 at 689,750? Yan naman po yung unearned interest income. Okay. The effective rate is 9%, kaya binigay na po yung present value, so 439,750, i-add mo na lang siya sa 250. Yan. Anong gagawin mo sa contract price? I-allocate mo. Saan? Okay? Ito po ay allocated sa REST. Ano yung REST? Rights, Equipment, Training. So the franchise license granted Patty for a term of 5 years, Patty has the right to any subsequent modification made by FC to the franchise. The license has an observable standalone selling price of 319,875. Ito yung relative standalone niya. So, i-allocate mo to sa right. Allocate mo sa equipment. Ayan, food stall. Equipment po yan. Okay? The food stall is fully customized, thus it has no alternative use for the franchisor. The food stall has no observable standalone. Kapag walang standalone, tingnan mo yung adjusted market assessment. Pag wala pa rin, cost plus. So, ito yung cost niya, 85,300 plus a normal profit. Ang panglito dito, mga kapatid, abay, ang binigay ay based on sale. Mali po yan. Dapat okay? Hindi po siya agad-agad 85,300 times 1.20. Mamamali tayo doon. Kasi, ang binigay ay cost. Kaya ang gawin mo, i-convert mo muna itong 20%, okay, na based on sale sa based on cost. Okay? Kasi 85,300 times 1 point. Okay? 100% plus cost ratio. So, gawin mo lang dyan, 20 over 120. Yan, no? So, 20% over 120. That will be based on sales na. And yung training, wala pong binanggit, kaya residual approach naman ang gagamitin natin dyan. Okay, so nakaabang yung 689,750, i-allocate natin at ang matitira para sa training. Okay. Next, it was determined that the three performance obligations were separate and distinct from one another. By the end of the year, the food stall was 80% complete as to construction and the training was 100% complete or accomplished. Ibig sabihin, sa revenue recognition, si food stall hanggang 80% lang. Okay? Yung value nito, yung na-allocate sa kanya, 80% lang. Yung training naman, yung remaining amount, 100% naman siya complete. Yan po, no? At pwede mo na siyang i-recognize na revenue. Now, question number 1 po muna tayo. For question number 1, assuming that the standalone selling price of training was highly variable, how much is the total initial franchise revenue recognized by the franchisor for the year ended December 31, 2024? Eh di sir, 689,750 na lang. Ay hindi. Eh hindi siya ganun kasimple dahil 80% lang na complete sa equipment. So hanggang 80 lang ang pwede mong i-recognize. Yung training, hindi mo pa alam kung magkano. Tapos, yung ating rights, 5 years po siya. Yan, 5 years. Okay? So ngayon, let's proceed muna sa item number 1. Skip muna natin yung number 2. Ito po ang ating suggested answer. Yan. Okay? So our answer class ay 412,525. So ito po, no? Letter C is the correct answer. Okay? Letter C po ang tamang sagot. Ayan. So yung cost natin, 85,300 na 85,300 na food stall, okay? Yun, no? Cost plus markup. Okay? So we have here the license. Ito po ay stand-alone selling price. Sulat ko na lang po dito sa okay? So ito po yung tinatawag nating stand-alone, relative stand-alone selling price. For the license, 319. Ito naman, na-compute natin ito. This is the contract price. Paano ulit kinompute yung contract price? We have down payment plus the present value of the note. 689,750. Ito namang training, siya po ay residual approach. Kung magkano na lang ang matitira. Okay? Yun naman ang kanyang basis. Okay? So 85,300 divided by 0.8. Ito naman po, no, yung ating cost plus markup. Cost plus markup. In this case, mga kapatid, ang binigay kasi ay cost, na 85,300. Tapos yung markup na binigay on sales, kaya hindi siya times 1.20. Mali ito. Mali yan. So mali po ito. Kaya ang dapat gawin natin, since yan po ay naka-markup on cost. Ito kasi siya, no? We have here sales. We have cost of sales, gross profit. Yung markup nito, 20%. Ayan po, no? Abay, ito po yung 100%. Ayan. Cost of sale. Kasi naka-base on cost eh. Okay? Then 120 dapat to. Ganyan. Kung naka-base on cost. Based on cost. Kaya multiply this by 20 over 120. Parang ganun po, no? Pero kung siya po ay naka-base on sales, based on sales, yung ating sales, 100%. Yung cost of sales natin, 80%. And yung gross profit natin ay 20%. So ngayon, ang binigay sa problem ay 85,300, okay, cost based on sales. Kaya ang gawin mo, i-divide mo na lang po ito by no? 80%. Yan. To get yung 106,625. So yun. Okay? So i-plot mo dito yung contract price, i-plot mo dito yung relative stand-alone, i-plot mo yung cost plus at adjusting figure na lang po ito. Yan. Eh di sir, dapat 689. Okay? 689,750. Ang okay? I-recognize na naming revenue. Ngayon, let me erase this. Kung sakaling ganyan, alamin mo na. So, na-allocate mo na yung contract price, no? Yan. Tingnan muna natin dito. This is now the so-called allocated contract price. That's step 4. Okay? Eh, sir, hindi ba yung step 5 revenue recognition? Yes. So, dito ka naman magre-recognize ng revenue. And revenue is recognized, okay, upon performance of obligation. Okay? Eh sir, yung 319,875, bakit 63,975 na lang yan? Eh dahil 5 years mo dapat i-recognize yan. 319,875, okay? Ayan po, no? Divide this by 5, so that is equivalent to 63,975. Ayan, that's 63,975. Yung stall naman, mga kapatid, abay, bumalik ka sa 85,300 because only up to 80% ang nagawa. Okay? So, multiply this by 80%, completion, kaya hanggang 85 lang ang pwede mong i-recognize na revenue. Pero yung training, 100% complete siya, kaya 263, 250, multiply this by 100%. Kaya ang sagot natin, pag inad mo yan, this is now 412,525. And this is only, mga kapatid ha, i-highlight ko, revenue from initial franchise fee. Ayan po ha. Ibig sabihin mga kapatid, meron ka pang mga ibang revenue. Ha? Pwede pong manggaling din po sa number 2, revenue, okay, from continuing franchise fee. Yung tinatawag nating royalty. At pangatlong revenue, ginawa natin sa problem 1, interest revenue. Eh, sir, bakit ang sagot natin 412,525? Bakit hindi natin kinompute ang interest revenue? Dahil ang tanong lang po dito, i-highlight ko mga kapatid, okay? Yan. Initial franchise revenue. Yan po, no? In-specify po niya initial franchise revenue. Okay. Pero sa pangalawa, assuming that the stand-alone selling price of training of employee amounted to 639,750. Ayan, binigyan na ng training. Okay? Based on the adjusted market assessment approach, how much is the total revenue? Ayan, hindi niya in-specify class na initial, pero tinotal niya. So, kasama ba dyan ang initial? Yes. Kasama ba dyan ang continuing? Kung meron, yes. Kasama ba dyan ang interest? Yes. Kaya dapat 3 kapag total. Ayan po, no? Take note of that. So, same problem, kaya ito naman po ang ating solution. Yan. Okay. So, kung kanina, yung training po ay residual, ngayon, hindi na po. Given na po siya. Ito na yon. Yan. Stall, na-compute na natin kanina. License as is. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, okay, ang ating total, okay, stand-alone price technically, 1,066,250. Tapos, ang gagawin mo lang dyan, mga kapatid, i-divide mo lang. Divide mo lang. 319, okay? Divide it by 106,250. 106,6,250. multiply this by 689,750. Yan naman yung tinatawag nating allocated, okay? Allocated contract price. Same process. 106,625 divided by 1,066,250, that's 10%. Multiply it by 689,750. Ito naman yung allocated niya. Okay? And then last, okay, you have 639, okay, 750. 639,750. Divide this by, okay, the total, 1066. Ayan po, no? 66. Ito yun. Then multiply this by 689,750 for 138,850. Anong ginawa natin? Inallocate lang natin, okay? Ito po yung tinatawag nating step number 4, allocating the contract price. Yan. And then step number 5, revenue recognition. O syempre, i-divide mo na ito by ilang years? 5 years. Yan. Okay? Tapos, ito naman, i-multiply mo ng ilang percent? 80% kasi 80% lang siya na kumpleto. Yan. At i-multiply mo naman to ng 100% kasi 100% complete na ang training. So, our answer class, kapag initial franchise revenue ang tinatanong, okay? Or revenue from, yan po, no? Initial franchise fee, 510, 415. Pero meron ka pa kasing interest revenue, which is 39,578. At paano kinompute yan? O balikan natin class yung problem. Ilang percent ba ang ating interest? Okay? Ilang percent? So you have here, interest rate natin is 9% of 439,750. January 1 po ang binigay. Kaya times 12 over 12. Okay? So, dito, 439,750, 439,750, multiply this by 9% times 12 over 12. Ingat po sa 12 over 12 mga kapatid ha. Okay? Kasi pwedeng ang ibigay June o di 6 over 12. O kaya naman September, October, November, December o di 3 over 12. Kung September 30. September 1 naman, alam nyo na, bilangin nyo na lang. 4 over 12 naman yun. Okay, so ang sagot natin is 549,933. Okay, so that is for problem letter B. And then problem letter C, on January 3, 2021, RX Franchising entered into franchise contract which granted Wendy a franchise license for 4 years from the date of the contract for initial franchise fee of 2,587,500. So this is the IFF. Okay? Ayan. Initial franchise fee. Wendy paid a non-refundable down payment of 517,500 and signed non-interest bearing note for 4 annual payment of 517,500 with the first installment due on December 31, 2021. With effective rate of 16%, the present value binigay na po 1,449,000. So pwede mo nang i-add 1,449 plus 517,500, that is the initial franchise fee contract price. In addition, Wendy is to pay an annual sum to the franchisor equivalent to 5%. Ito naman po ang ating royalty, continuing franchise fee. Okay? 5% of the net sales. Direct cost, pag nakita nyo po yung direct cost, yan po ay treated as cost of sales. Ibig sabihin, okay, yan po ay i-deduct mo sa revenue. Okay? Incurred by the franchise, 776,250. While indirect cost, ito naman ay treated as expense. Ayan. Okay, nasa lecture din natin yan. Okay? So, sa baba naman siya, expense. Ito naman, cost of franchise. Net sales of Wendy, 1 million. So, 1 million times 5%, 50,000 ang revenue from continuing franchise fee. Now, assume that the agreement allowed Wendy to obtain substantially all the benefits from the license at point in time. So, minsanan lang, point in time. At which it was granted, how much is the franchisor's net income? And sa pangalawa naman, what if, sabi dito, the right to obtain any benefit from further modification made to intellectual property, how much is the franchisor's net income? Ito naman, over time recognition. Okay, kaya mas mababa. Letter D, letter E ang tamang sagot. And how to compute this, mga kapatid? Ganito muna, mga kapatid, ano? So you have down payment amounting to, okay, 517,500 plus present value of the note 1,449,000. Okay? So ang ating contract price is 1,966, no? So ito po yung revenue, okay, from initial franchise, or simply, okay, ito yung adjusted contract price natin. Yan muna, 1,966,500. Okay. Ngayon, with regard to continuing franchise, revenue mo naman from continuing franchise fee, we have here, again, 1 million, multiply this by 5%. So you have 50,000. Okay? So yan po. Tapos pagdating naman sa interest revenue, uy, down payment, hindi kasama, bayad na yan eh. Yung principal ng loan, multiply this by ilang percent, mga kapatid? 16%. Tapos January naman, so times 12 over 12. So 1,449, okay, times 0.16, that is 231,840. 231,840. Okay? Ang tinatanong kasi dito, hindi po total revenue eh. Okay? Ang tinatanong dito, net income. Okay? Net income. So kung revenue sana, edi ang igawin mo lang, i-add mo lang to. O yan. Nagawa mo na yung dapat mong gawin, total, 1,966,500. Continuing, 50. Plus interest, 231,840. Kaso meron kang cost, ito po yon, minus 776,250 at meron kang indirect na 90. Okay, so to compute ngayon, mga kapatid, no, point in time kasi tayo, no? So ngayon, dagdagan ko na to. Yan, revenue from initial, okay, minus, less, tuloy na natin to, direct cost of initial franchise, which is, in this case, equivalent to, bawasan mo, 776,250. Ayan po. So meron kang RGP from initial franchise fee. Ayan po, no? So pwedeng RGP ang tanungin, initial franchise fee. So 1,966,500 minus 776,250. Your RGP is 1,190,250. From initial franchise yan, class, ha? From initial franchise fee. Okay. Tsaka mo dagdagan, okay, so gamitin na lang natin itong format pababa, no? Ng revenue from continuing franchise fee. And your answer here is 50,000 as computed. Tsaka mo dagdagan, sa baba na lang po, interest revenue or income, which is as computed 231,840. Tsaka mo bawasan ng OPEX. In this case, ang OPEX natin, mga kapatid, ay 90,000. Okay, so ang natitira, net income ng franchisor sa franchise agreement. Okay? So, calculator, 1,190,250 plus 50,000 plus 231,840. Okay? Minus 90,000. Kaya ang sagot mo na 1,382. Mga kapatid, 1,382,090. So, this is our answer sa item number 1. Kung mapapansin nyo, mga kapatid, naiplat na natin itong revenue continuing, naiplat mo na rin ang interest. Okay? So, this is if, okay, point in time. Isang taon mo lang i-recognize. Ayan po. Pero kapag ikaw ay naka-overtime, kagaya po ng question number 2, ay teka lang. Itong ating 1,499 or 1,966 na ito. Okay? 1,966,250, i-divide mo siya ng ilang taon. Okay? Ilang years po ba yung kontrata? 4 years. So divide this by 4. So ang revenue mo na i-recognize 1,966,250 divide it by 4 is 491. Okay? 562.5. And matching principle dictates, mga kapatid, na hindi mo naman pwedeng i-recognize yung revenue na initial na wala ka namang cost. Di ba? Parang cost of sales mo eh. So pati na rin yung cost, i-divide mo na rin po ito. Yung 776,250, divide this by 4. Yan. Kaya ang shortcut niyan, diretso ka na lang sa RGP eh. 776,250, divide this by 4, that is 194,062.5. So ang ating RGP from initial franchise fee, okay, pag dineduct mo yan sa 491, okay, 562.5 is 297,500. 297,500. Tsaka mo dagdagan, kopyahin mo na pababa, parehas na yan. Revenue from continuing franchise fee, this is 50,000. Okay, dagdagan mo ng interest, income or revenue, okay, amounting to 231,840. Tsaka mo bawasan ng OPEX, okay, and this is amounting to 90,000. So you have net income, okay, of the franchisor recognized sa problem na ito amounting to, paki-double check na, 297,500 plus 50,000 plus 231,840 minus 90,000, 489, okay, 489,340, no? Or 403, no? Na transpose siguro, may mali lang doon sa ating choices, no? So 297,500 plus 50,000, okay, plus 231,840, okay, minus 90,000, 489,340. Okay, so yan ang pagkakaiba naman, class, ng item 1, point in time and over time. Yan po, no? And we also have here the suggested solution naman, okay, for your reference. Yan. Okay, so this ends our discussion, class, with regard to franchise accounting applying PFRS 15.